Everybody's doing well. I hope you guys are doing well out there. I want to talk about the moon phase, the moon cycle. I'm not an astrologer, but what I get from the moon is very interesting. The moon energy is feminine energy. For a lot of you guys don't know about moon, um, the the moon. Okay, so the moon is the feminine, and the sun is a masculine, right? So a lot of women that are in their divine feminine, and when I say divine feminine, um, spirit, very spiritual women, women that are seers. Okay, I'm going to talk about the seers too. This fly needs to go. He needs to be gone, dead. Okay, die, fly, die. So, um, it's interesting because they talk about the two moons or whatever. I don't not picking up anything on that right now, because we already know that they have fake suns out here. Sun, sun. The reason they have the fake sun is because they want to manipulate the energy. Okay, and I'm not picking nothing up on the moon right now. But what I do pick up on the moon. So our cycle, the feminine cycle, when a woman is on their cycle, it's normally 4 times, right? It's not 1 time a month; it's 4 times. You may not be bleeding, but you're on a cycle, okay? And a lot of women need to be in not just their feminine, but also their masculine, okay? Because a lot of women are too much in their feminine, and then a lot of women are too much in their masculine, okay? It's not good when you're too much in your feminine energy, because when you're too much in your feminine energy, we are emotional beings, okay? And your emotions take over everything, right? So you're going to act on just emotions alone. But when you're in your masculine and feminine energy, and it's balance, there's an equal balance there. Um, you're not so much driven by emotions, or you won't act on emotions or speak on emotions. Speak out of emotions. You ever see the women that are always like not listening and just speaking all the time? And they're speaking from a place that they don't even know where they're speaking from, right? Because they don't know how to control their emotions. Okay, it's like a wave, a tide of emotions. I hope everybody's doing well. So the moon is very powerful. The ancients knew this. We know this. The seers. So I'm going to talk about seers. So what's going to happen now is if you're a feminine, your energy is going to actually increase. Okay, not just increase. You're going to be aware of things you may not have been aware of before. Okay, so let's talk about women that are in their divine feminine, in their divine masculine, and are seers. Okay, a seer is somebody that has dreams, that sees and predicts things that are about to happen. Okay, a true seer. Okay, everybody's calling themselves seers, everybody's calling themselves psychics. You're not, if you're not born a psychic, you're not a psychic. Okay, and your psychic abilities can happen at any time. Okay, it doesn't matter what age you are, but you come through a bloodline of seers. Okay, so we're going to say seers. I don't like to use that word, psychic, so I might just stop using that word altogether. Okay, because we're seers. So when you're a seer and you get into a relationship, it's very hard. um, a lot of seers you won't see in relationships, okay? Because, and I'm gonna explain why, okay? Because a seer can see things before they happen, okay? So, say, in ancient times, the kings and queens, well, the kings of Egypt and other places like that, They normally, a seer, there's two things that happen with seers, okay? One, the seer was not allowed to have any intercourse, okay, with nobody, okay, no male, okay, no intercourse, okay, um, because I don't know if I really want to get into that, but some seers were not allowed to be in a relationship, okay, um, and then some seers normally um, were married to the kings of the time, okay? Because they honored and respected their gift as the woman as a seer. But the problem with seers is you can see the things that are going to happen before they happen. And the problem with that is when you meet a man, okay, it's hard because you can already read the energy, feel the energy, and see the energy, right? And you not just the present, but the future energy, okay? Also, not just the future energy, you can see the things that are going to happen, okay, in the future. And the thing about that is, it's scary because if you see something that you don't want to see, okay, and I'm not saying something that is so tragic, but sometimes you can see things that are tragic. Sometimes you don't see things that are tragic, and you dream the things and they happen. Okay, they just happen. Okay, because you have a gift. You're a seer. Okay, they used to go to seers all the time to all the famous presidents in the United States. Every king of every kingdom had a seer in some type of capacity. Okay, so when a feminine seer, because the feminine energy is the earth energy, right? The mother Gaia, earth mother, okay, is that energy, okay? Not just from the moon, okay, also from the earth, that Taurus, right? So what's interesting is when you have when you get in a relationship as a seer, and this may happen to a lot of you guys. You guys comment below if this has ever happened to you. When you get into relationships and you see what's going to happen, it kind of throws you off, right? Because it makes you not even want to be in relationships. It makes you not even want to be loved from a significant other, okay? But everybody wants love. Everybody wants to be in love. On my journey, my spiritual journey, for I say after my divorce, I was alone for 8 years. I don't know if it was 8 years or less, but it was a long time, and I had to go through that process. And I know I had to go through that process, okay, of being alone. I've always been alone, but I'm talking about a long period of time alone, because I had to really go within. And not just go within, I needed that time, that period of time to understand myself more, understand others more. Not just that, that was a period of time of learning for me, okay? Learning about everything, okay? Learning about myself, my weaknesses, my strengths, just learning about everything, okay? Learning about others. So that was a period of time where there was a lot of spiritual growth. So when you are a seer and you are awakening as a seer, you're getting stronger and stronger with your gifts. And this could be many gifts. So I've noticed that when you get in a relationship or you have had past relationships, you could see what would happen before, but you still would get in the relationships. Even if this was a bad relationship, okay? If this makes sense to anybody, please comment below, okay? If it doesn't, just bypass this, okay? So I do a lot of videos on the divine feminine because the most threatened energy on this plane of existence is the divine feminine. And I'm talking about the divine melanin feminine, okay? That's the most threatening energy, okay? Because our skin is our energy, okay? And that is the most strongest energy, is that feminine melanated energy, okay? So that's why I don't understand why the divine feminines always try to compete with each other, because we're not in no competition, okay? We are not in no competition, because a seer is going to see right through that, okay? And you have to learn that, okay? Because this physical realm of existence as we know it, there is people that want your energy, my divine feminines, okay? They want your energy, all of it, okay? So what I mean is your energy. So they want a reaction, okay? When you give something a reaction, okay? Say somebody makes you angry and you just want to cuss them out, okay? You have already, and you follow through and you cuss them out, okay? You already have given them your energy, okay? You just gave your energy away, okay? And that's what they want, okay? My divine feminine, okay? That's truly in their divine feminine and truly in their divine masculine, okay? Because they fear us the most, okay? And they should fear us the most, okay? Because we are the seers, the true seers, okay? The true shamans, okay? Are the feminine, okay? The melanated feminine energy, okay? The Earth Mother, Mother Gaia, and we can go in between realms of existence. So we can go to higher realms and we can go to lower realms, as above, so below. Okay, that's what true seers, true shamans can do. Okay, they just don't go to the higher realms of existence, they go to the lower realms of existence. They go in between realms. Okay, the light and the dark. Okay, some people call it, yeah, as above, so below. So the dark and the light. Okay, you go in between those realms. Okay, you can maneuver in between those realms. So the divine feminines, okay, when I say divine, okay, divine, you are the divine source, you are the Christ conscious, the crystal. There has to be a balance, okay, because what will happen too is when you meet somebody and you have interest in somebody, and you start to like somebody, you start to love somebody, and then you can see their future, okay? And this happens to me a lot, and sometimes I'm just ready to run, okay? And then, because you don't want to tell that person what you see, but you have to live in your truth and you have to speak your truth and you have to walk in your truth. That's the only way out, okay? Speak your truth, live your truth, and walk your truth. But the thing I find too is a lot of men get intimidated because of the divine feminine energy, and they get intimidated because they know you can see, okay, past their bullshit, okay. So a lot of divine feminines wind up in life by themselves. I've seen a lot of this, okay. My mother is one of those women, okay. She's so comfortable in who she is. She embodies the divine feminine and the divine masculine. It's not that she don't want to be loved, because she could be loved out here by a man, okay. She just chooses not to, okay. She chooses to travel. She's a nurse, and she loves herself, truly embodies love, loves herself in every way, okay. And that is also with myself, okay. I love myself so much that it's not that I don't want to be in a relationship. It's that when you can see past the reality that we live in, okay, and you can see everything and everybody for who they are, it kind of sometimes scares you, because you could love somebody and you receive love is a give and take, okay? Love is not one way, okay? Remember I said this, Jennifer Felix. Love is not one way, okay? Love is a give and take, okay? A mutual give and take, okay? You can't have somebody always taking and somebody always giving, okay? It's a balance. Just like that feminine energy and that masculine energy, there is a balance, okay? And we're all trying to balance life. Some of us at work are trying to balance our work life, our home life, our love life. I met somebody and they're from Africa, and I want to talk about them. So I met somebody from Africa, and everybody we meet in our life, okay, everybody we meet in our life, they cross our paths for a reason, and I truly believe this. A lot of people say they don't. It's not real. Like, we have people that come in our paths to destroy our paths, okay? And then we have people that come in our paths to awaken our paths, okay? To truly awaken our paths, to shake the foundation up, okay? If you're with somebody in a relationship and you're a divine feminine or a seer, you need somebody in your life that's going to shake that ground up, okay? The reason why I say that is because you can see, okay? And you don't want somebody always agreeing. You want somebody to speak their truth, because some people get in relationships and they're scared to hurt the other person's feelings, okay? To be honest and truthful about, say, communication, okay? You guys know I talk on my channel, but when I'm off my channel, I am so introverted, okay? I don't want to be around people. I'm just, okay? And I'm serious, okay? I'm dead serious, okay? So communication. Communication is very important, okay? So you need somebody that is going to communicate with you and love. Everybody's love language is different, okay? People have different type of love language, okay? Some people know how to listen. That is a form of love language. Some people know how to communicate. That is a form of love language, okay? There's all different kind of love languages, okay? So we're just going to stay on those two love languages, okay? We are here in our spiritual body having a physical experience, okay? And love, the energy of love is there's the highest frequency, okay? The highest frequency out here is the energy of love, okay? And love in yourself, and loving others and respecting others, right? So that is the highest form of frequency, is the frequency of love. And some people have never felt love. So if you have never felt love or felt loved, you don't know how to love, okay? Because normally love is taught, right? Also, it's not taught if you look at it in that aspect, because you're being shaped, okay? Shaped and molded into the person that you are becoming or have become, okay? Or was born into a family, right? So say you were born into a family that never showed love, right? Never listened to you, never let you communicate in the ways that you communicate, always shut you down. So a lot of people get scared because they have grown up in families that never shown them love, so they don't know love. Um, all they know is, I wouldn't say weakness because it is a form of weakness, but a lot of people are conditioned and molded at certain ages. Okay, so if you are never shown love, it's hard for you to give love, right? So what happens is when you go through your spiritual path of enlightenment, okay, where however that's enlightened, okay, wherever the enlightenment starts, sometimes people say the enlightenment starts when something tragic happens. Okay. Now that could be true. Okay. And that can also not be true. Okay. Um, when they have that tragic moment. Okay. Um, so for instance, my father passed. Okay. When my dad passed, that was another awakening. Okay. So you can say that in some capacity, but then in some capacity, that's not true. Okay. So when you are divine feminine, you have to be in your masculine and feminine energy, because when you're too much in your feminine, come from a place of emotions. Okay. The feminine, we rule the emotions. Okay. So you have to have that balance of that feminine and masculine energy. So when you are out here dating, I mean, the dating scene has been very crazy because we're living in some weird times, okay? And some people, their mind is not even on dating, okay? And also another thing is when you're in your divine feminine, and also if you're a seer, you're having totally different conversations than the normal people out here. Okay, I'm just saying. You know how some women are talking about their hair, their clothes, the material things. Divine feminine women are not having those conversations. Okay, they're talking about enlightenment. They're talking about spiritual growth. They're talking about their weaknesses. They're talking about their strengths. Hey D, they're talking about all that. Okay, the divine feminines that walk and speak and live in their divine feminine energy, they are having different conversations out here. Okay, I'm just saying, they're not so focused on the material world. Okay, they're more focused on um, their self. Okay, because you have to seek the kingdom to find the kingdom. Okay, you have to seek the kingdom to find the kingdom. The kingdom is in you. The kingdom is in you. Okay, you are seeking you and finding you. Okay, you are seeking you and finding you. You are the kingdom. You have to awaken your kingdom. Okay, so you are deserving of love. Okay. Hello, beautiful. Hey, Maria. So the divine feminine. So I want you guys to understand something. When you do find somebody out here, you have to find yourself first. Okay. You cannot get what you do not have. Okay. You can't get what you don't have. Okay. I'm just saying it. You cannot get what you do not have. That's why I feel like the things that we learn, the programming that's going on, it happens for a reason. Yes, I salute the divine feminine within you. Yes, because you can raise the frequency of the energy when you are around divine feminines. Okay, we are the earth. Okay, we are the earth. The earth is us. The moon is us. Okay, and we can raise the frequency. Okay, most healers were women. Okay, most shamans were women. Okay, because they can go. We have male shamans, yeah, but most shamans were women, and they can go in between dimensions of existence. Okay, They can maneuver. Okay. They can go to the higher realms of existence. And they can also go to the lower realms of existence. Okay. So what is happening? I'm getting ear ringing in my ear. So yeah. So I'm getting. So sometimes when I get that ear ringing in my ear, thank you. Yeah, when I get that ear ringing in my ear, it's telling me that there's a higher angel around me, or there's also I'm in a higher frequency. Thank you for joining my channel, D. Thank you. So yeah, so when you meet a significant other, when you meet somebody else, um, a lot of men, like when you're in your divine feminine, a lot of men, it will scare them away. Okay, because it's not that you feel like you're better than them or you know more than them. It's just that you're in your true self. Okay, you are living and walking and doing everything in your true self. Okay, it's not a facade. Okay, you you love yourself. You have poured that love into yourself. Okay, and there's a time period for all women that they need to go through, that they need to be by themselves. Okay, to truly find themselves. Okay. I truly believe this. Okay. And the first thing they teach you is to get married. Okay. That's the first thing they teach you. Oh, get a house, have children, and get married. That's a lie. Okay. That is bullshit up lie. Okay. That's not what should happen. The first thing should happen is you figuring out who you are. Okay. Then you can get married and then you can have the children if you want. But a marriage certificate is a bond, okay? A bond, all right, on the physical realm. And sometimes on the spiritual, okay? So you have to be careful with that too, okay? Because I'm not bonded to anybody or anything, okay? I'm not bonded to anything or anybody, okay? Nobody, okay? Not even my children. I love my children, but they're not. I'm not bonded to them. Okay, and we as females that have children, I'm gonna go back to the love, but we as female that have children, we feel like we have to tolerate things from our children. Okay, divine feminines, because we feel like, okay, we brought these children in the womb. Okay, we are the womb. This is why they want to take everything from a feminine. Period. Okay, this is why you have so many. I don't have nothing against transgenders out here, but this is why they push the transgender movement. They push the gay movement because they want to take away the divine feminine, because it's the most feared energy is the divine feminine. Okay, they're not telling you that because we are a frequency. Okay, not just the physical. We are a frequency that they don't want to have around them. Okay, because we are a powerful frequency. The divine feminine is a very powerful frequency. And then when you get around a bunch of other like-minded, powerful feminine energies, you raise the frequency that's even around you. And that's a threat. Okay, that's a true threat. Okay. Yes, confirmation. So I think every woman, if you are a young woman out here, a young woman, and you just finished high school and you want to date men and stuff, and or a woman, okay, you need time to be by yourself. Okay, now it's interesting because I've talked to my girls about this. Okay, both my girls, and I want to see if my youngest will come on this live with me, because she's getting ready to graduate with her bachelor's. But I want her to come on this live to talk about some things. My youngest, very very smart. Um, but she's here. She came to visit. She'll be here for a while, for a couple weeks. So I want to be spending that time with her. Okay, so I think women, mothers should teach their daughters that you need time to know yourself, okay? Because a lot of people get into relationships, get into marriages, and they don't know themselves. They outgrow their relationships because when they got into the relationships, they were so young and they really didn't know who they were, okay? So they get in this relationship with this man. I'm gonna say a man, and they don't know what they really want out of life, right? They only learn of what they were taught, like that education, the children, um, being a home mother, being a mother that's always at home, okay? That is what society wants you to stay in, that kind of mindset, in reality, okay? But I feel like a woman should be learning things about herself, okay? And understanding herself. Because when she has that time to really reflect, okay, and project, um, and really receive the reality that she's in, she learns more about herself, okay? And this is why you see a lot of people wind up getting divorces, wind up in different relationships, because I was that person, okay? I was that person. That was me. I was a person that I didn't really know myself because I was trying to find myself when I was younger, okay? But I knew my reality wasn't my reality, if that makes sense. And then when I found myself, shit, it gets better and better each day. It gets better and better each day. So I think there's a point where women should be by themselves, and truly figure out who they are and what they want out of life, and figure out their strengths, and not just their strengths, their weaknesses. We all have weaknesses, and work on the weaknesses, because nobody's perfect out here, okay? We find when my personally, I find the beauty in the imperfection, okay? I find the beauty in the imperfection. Like, I could be outside and I just take a picture, or I can be with my children and we could just be doing something and it's not perfect. It's the imperfection, okay? It's just being in that moment, okay? I find the beauty in everything, okay? Because there's beauty in everything, okay? So I just feel like, that women need to be in that space, more of, but you have to balance it out, because we have the masculine side of us and we have the feminine side of us. And a lot of women too are too much in their masculine. And I'm going to talk about that. Why I say many women are in too much in their so why I was dating in my marriage, and by myself, I had to learn how to be stronger, okay? Because everything was, I had to make sure there was food on the table. I had to make sure bills were being paid. I had to make sure my kids were okay and I was okay, right? So what happens is, a lot of women, this is why they tear down the structure of a Black family, is because I'm gonna have my friend on here, Oliver. I'm gonna have him on here and join me, and that is gonna be one of my best videos that's ever gonna come out, honestly, because I feel like, me and him was talking about this yesterday. This is why I said you have to find somebody that makes you think, okay? Stimulates you intellectually. Because if somebody's stimulating you physically, it can only last but for so long, right? Because that physical stimulation, you're going to get bored, okay? You're going to get bored and it's going to be like, whatever, you know what I mean? But that intellectual stimulation, hey, King, I'm going to do your reading, King. I didn't forget about you. So the intellectual stimulation, women need that, okay? That intellectual stimulation. So let's talk about, I'm going to come back on and do a video of the masculine energy, okay? So I'm not going to stay on here long. So when a woman is too much in her masculine energy, she is in that. I'm looking forward to reading to King. So, a woman, when a woman is too much in her masculine energy, she's in survival mode. Okay, survival mode. And what happens too when you're in survival mode, your body, okay, your body is in that fly or flight. Okay, so you're gonna have a lot of health issues. Okay, you're gonna have arthritis. You're gonna have gut. Okay. Oh, another thing is, you guys, I'm gonna do a video about gut because we need to talk about that. Okay. But yeah, so when a woman is too much in her masculine, okay, she's acting like a man. She's paying bills. She's holding it down, right? Because she has no choice. She don't have nobody to rely on. Her kids have to be. Her kids have to have food on that table. Okay. Um, Not just that. It's like she's raising a generation of masculine little girls and masculine boys, okay, where they're too much in their masculine, okay, and she's not even realizing she's doing it because she's so much in her masculine. I'm talking about 24/7 in her masculine energy, okay, and she can't even see what she has become, okay, because she's in survival mode. I'm talking about survival mode, strictly survival mode. So what comes with that is a lot of um I'm seeing this the sacral chakra, and I'm seeing like the whole makeup of our body. Okay, it does something to us physically, mentally, and spiritually. Okay, so we should not always be in that masculine energy. Okay, there's women out here acting like men. I mean, it's crazy. Okay, and that is women that have mostly had to be the provider for their home, and then they raise these children up, and they're in the children are even in their masculine energy. I mean, it's just crazy. It's a cycle. Okay, so you have to balance the cycle out. So when women are too much in their masculine, they don't have enough time to be in their feminine energy where they can really be gentle with their self, really love on their self. Okay, so there has to be a balance, because when you're in that masculine too much, you're walking around, you're acting like a man. Then a man comes in your life that wants to bring you love, and you're the man. You know what I mean? You're playing that man role. Okay, so why would you want a man in your life if you're the man? Think about it. A lot of women out here say, black women, Hispanic women, I'm talking to you, and white women, and Asian women, but I'm talking to my black and Hispanic women. You women are too much in your masculine energy. Get out of it. We are the divine feminine. They want to break down the structure of who we are. And the way they're doing it is by taking the men. The men are running. They're like, I don't want this woman. She's acting like a man. Okay? She's acting like a damn man. And this, we're not supposed to be conditioned to be a certain way. Okay? I'm just saying that. Okay? Some women just won't take the bullshit. Okay? And most of the times those women are women that have been through some shit. Okay? And that's the honest God truth. So a lot of women, if we are more in our feminine, in our masculine energy, and we're balancing that out in the minority communities, because I always hear black men say this, and they say it all the time, okay? And I'm going to do a video on the masculine men, okay? They always say they don't want a woman of color, a Hispanic woman or a black woman, because of they're too much in their masculine. And then you have the black woman say, oh, I need a man in the house. I need a man. When a black woman says she needs a man, what she's talking about is she needs the foundation of the home, a provider, okay? Not just paying all the damn bills, okay? Somebody that is present, okay? That's what she's saying, okay? But sometimes she doesn't know how to relate it because she's too much in that damn masculine, okay? She shouldn't be in that damn masculine all the time. Okay, but we got to understand the breakdown of a family has been going on generational, and it's having people stuck energetically in this generational cycle. Okay, we need to make that shit unstuck. Okay, because they want us to be in that cycle of being stuck energetically, physically, mentally, physically, spiritually, all that. Okay, they're breaking down the foundation of the home. Okay, no more. We're not allowing that shit. Okay, so we have to balance that feminine and masculine energy, and we have to live in our truth, speak in our truth, walk our truth, and find out who we really are. Okay, activate that RNA, that DNA that's already in you. Activate that shit. Okay, all right. So there has to be a balance. Okay, there has to be a balance because a lot of women out here are attracting. There is good men. Not all men are gay. Okay, um, I'm laughing about that, but you gotta be careful out here. Okay, because the dating scene is crazy. Okay, and I can tell right away. Right away, they can say, "Oh, I'm a straight man. I'm completely straight," and I'm looking like bullshit. Do you know I can see past the physical? Do you know what I mean? And that's another thing with seers. When you can see past the physical and you see some shit, you just like, you stop it right in the track. Okay. Now, if you come across a man and you are a seer and you already see, okay, this is going to happen. Okay, stop it right and right. Just stop it. Just say, I can't go no farther. You're a great person. You're just not for me. Okay. Because some people can see into the future and can see the extra activities that they do on the side. Okay. So I'm going to do a video on the masculine because I want to talk about the masculine. This is going to be deep, so deep, so deep. Because I have did videos like this before, and I will continue to do videos like this because a lot of us out here, the structure of the home, and I'm so proud too because the energy is being lifted, consciously, subconsciously, and unconsciously, of the melanated, I'll say melanated, families, because a lot of us are going back to our roots. Okay, and not just going back to it, but embracing it, loving it, being inspired by it, and knowing where we come from. Okay, I believe that when you meet somebody, that you should go to their family's grave, and because the ancestors, they're already hooking people up. They are already hooking people up. Before you meet somebody, the ancestors are already your ancestors. When I talk about ancestors, are people that are in your bloodline that have passed over, okay, that are living not in the physical as we know it, but in the spiritual realm. They're having conversations, okay. They're matching people up, okay. I'm just saying they really are, and I believe that we should go to. I was telling my friend, I was like, I have to go to your family's grave and you have to come to my family's grave because that is where it all began. Okay. And not just to the grave, just to talk to them in the spiritual realm because they're around us all the time. Okay. And I could see his family on the other side. Okay. And it's very interesting, okay, because they are having conversations on the other side and they are bringing people together, okay, on the other side, okay, if that's what you want to call the other side. But yeah, so I'm going to come back with a video about masculine, okay, the masculine energy, the masculine man, the melanated man, or just the man, okay, in general. And I want to talk about it, okay, because it needs to be talked about, okay. So I will come back, you guys. Thank you for joining me. I hope you guys have a wonderful day where you're at. I hope you guys are all safe. I hope you are truly in a good space in your life. If you're not, you're working to be in a better space in your life, because we're always evolving. That's a part of evolution. Life is a part of evolution. If we're not evolving, that's not evolution. Okay? So we have to evolve. That's a part of why we're here, the evolution of evolving. Okay? All right, so I'll be back on, you guys, with a video of masculine energy. And when I talk about the masculine, I'm also going to talk about what's going on with P. Diddy, because I don't want to stay in his energy. But it's interesting because he's a prime example of the masculine energy, okay, of what is happening right now. Okay, so I'll be back on with the video. Okay, you guys. All right, thank you guys. Ashe. Oh, and my new prescribers, thank you guys for joining me. My old prescribers, thank you guys for joining me. I'm sending you guys nothing but love, true love. And I hope you're doing well. And I want you to hit that like button. I know a lot of people are watching me, but they won't hit that like button. So I know what that is, okay? When people are watching your channel and they're not liking your videos, it's either because they know you're speaking your truth, but they just want to be nosy, okay? Oh, what is that? What is this person doing? Okay? Like, just hit the like button. I mean, it's not hard. You just hit a damn button, okay? But that's what they do, okay? And I have also people on my channel that are just watching, reporting, okay? That's what they do, okay? All right, so they can keep reporting to whoever they report to, okay? All right, you guys, Ashe.